Hey everyone, and welcome back to Slowpoke Racing with me, Mark, and thanks for joining us for race 2 of our Wednesday challenge in the Porsche 911 GT3 round 6 at Brands Hatch. Fantastic win for Brian in the first race, closely followed by Declan. So let's see if they can continue this into race 2. Now, if you do like these videos, then please hit that like button, and if you haven't already, if you could subscribe, we would really appreciate that. So onwards we go down the grid order. So we've got Kebabman's in 11th, Slowpoke in 10th, Stealth is 9th, Graham is 8th, Kian 7th, the Big Mac 6th, Hodgie 5th, Firepower 4th, Shaggy is 3rd, Declan 2nd, and once again in pole position is Brian Moncani, our previous race winner. So that's it, get the right camera angle. So let's get these lights out and get this race started for race 2 of round 6 here at Brands Hatch. And it looked like Kian got a fantastic start there just in the background, but Brian leads us through Paddock Hill for the first time. Again, all very bunched up, 3 or 4 wide as we head into Druids. Firepower getting his nose in front, or does he? No, the Big Mac just gets himself in front as they head down the hill. Still 2 wide, Hodgie and Kian. Onto Cooper Straight, and we are still very bunched up, trying to keep it all nice and clean. Slowpoke has made his way to 8th, Graham is in 9th, Stealth 10th, and Kebabman still down in 11th. So quickly up to the leader, Brian. He's got Shaggy stuck to his bumper, pretty much like we did in race 1. Declan in 3rd. Oh, the Big Mac's gone very, very wide and onto the grass. Oh, and he was very lucky. He didn't take a few cars out there. He did just clip the Kebabman's, and the Kebabman's has gone off. Let's just have a look what's happened there from Kebabman's point of view. He's in 11th, chasing Stealth. Now then, as we go around, you can see the Big Mac's gone off, Firepower's gone off, and Kebabman's just got nowhere to go, runs straight into the Big Mac, and that will surely be another safety car. There is a couple of cars gone off. So a quick rundown of the order then. Brian on softs out in front, Shaggy in 2nd, he's also on the softs. Declan running mediums this time out. Hodgie also deciding to go with the mediums. Slowpoke also on the mediums, so it looks like everybody's getting through the mediums in this race. Kian mediums, looks like he's trying to overtake Slowpoke there. Graham on the softs now. He got rid of the mediums first race. Same with Stealth on the softs, Firepower on the mediums, Big Mac mediums, and Kebabman's on the softs. That's unlucky for Kebabman's. Finds himself at the back again for the second race. So back up to Brian, and we're just going to wait for him to give the go, and we will be back up and racing again. Everybody very bunched up, and it does look like we are away and racing. Hodgie's gone himself up into 2nd, although he is having a battle with Declan. Hodgie's still on the inside, no Declan. Oh, Declan just goes ahead of him, so Hodgie now down in 3rd, Shaggy pushing him along in 4th. So just go on board with Hodgie, and you can see Shaggy and Slowpoke just behind as well. So Shaggy definitely in the slipstream of Hodgie, as we go around Clark Curve for the second time. So I think this lap 3 will be the first proper full lap. Got to be very careful not to go out onto the gravel on that left hand side. Hard on the brakes as we go through Druids. Oh, Shaggy having a bit of a cheeky look then. And again, Hodgie goes very wide on that turn. That's allowed Shaggy to get up onto the inside. Tight through Surtees. And Shaggy gets it done. Shaggy through into third. Hodgie now dropped to fourth. Then we've got Slowpoke in fifth. This is a better outing from Slowpoke and Kian. Kian still grass cutting. He likes to push that car to its absolute limits, does Kian. He's got Graham all over the back of him. Graham having another little look up the inside there. That's allowed Stealth in as well. So Stealth now pulls alongside Graham as they go through Clark Curve together. Stealth just gets his nose in front. The Big Mac also on the back of Graham. So Graham having to do some defending here, although he has allowed Big Mac to go up the inside. Or will Graham get the cut back here? No, he didn't. So Big Mac moves up and stays in 8th. Although Graham is fighting back now. He's trying to get back on the inside. Ooh, that car had a bit of a complaint then, didn't it? From Graham. Firepower just sitting in 10th. Waiting for somebody to make a mistake up ahead of him. Kebabman's down in 11th, so we'll go back up to our race leader Brian, who's opening up a bit of a gap now. So Brian out in front, looking comfortable. Shaggy's in second. He seems to enjoy this track, does Shaggy, and it shows. Hodgie still sitting in third. We've got Declan in fourth. Slowpoke sitting in fifth with Kian not that far behind. He's also got Stealth and the Big Mac for company. Like I say, not an easy track to overtake on. So the guys all pretty much lined up one behind the other, and it's mistakes really that allow you to get by. So as somebody makes a mistake, you can just push through and by them. Now Slowpoke moved to 4. Oh, and who's that that's gone off in the background? I think it's Graham. It is Graham. Let's just go back and have a look what's happened. Oh, exactly the same as Slowpoke did in the first race. You got on the power too early onto that AstroTurf, and that's spun him out. I don't know where he's gone, so we'll go back up to Brian. Brian now all on his own. Pretty much, well, I won't say he's got this, well, I will say it, he's got this one sewn up. All he's got to do is keep it on the track. Hodgie having a much better race in second. Declan third. Slowpoke not that far behind in fourth. So putting the pressure on Declan. He's also coming under pressure from Kian. So this top 6-7 cars all quite close to each other. There's not a great deal in it. There's only well, I say it's the top 6. It's not. Brian's out on his own, but second down to 7th. As Stealth has a bit of a look at Kian, but that's allowed the Big Mac through. So the Big Mac on the inside of Stealth. Is he going to get by? Yes, he does. So the Big Mac moves up into 6, and he's now eyeing up Kian. Let's just stay with the Big Mac for a second. Oh, Stealth gets a bit out of sorts, manages to stay straight. Kian in the slipstream of Slowpoke there, so the Big Mac's not going to be able to catch him down the Cooper Straight that time. Although the Big Mac is in Kian's slipstream now. These cars don't seem to handle too well in dirty air, so you do have to be careful, as the Big Mac is finding out. You get too close to the car in front, and this Porsche starts to act in all sorts of funny ways. But this is a great fight going on here between these guys, and while the Big Mac is pushing Kian, Slowpoke's managing to just inch away from him in 4th, so he can concentrate on catching up with Declan just ahead in 3rd. Although it does look like Kian's managed to pull away from the Big Mac. In fact, Stealth has got by the Big Mac as well, so let's just, I don't know what's happened to the Big Mac. Let's have a look. So the Big Mac and Kian were having a bit of a fight as they go through Clark Curve towards Paddock Hill, cross the start finish line. So was it, oh, it was a big slide from the Big Mac, and Stealth just got the much better exit up into Druids, got himself on the inside and got himself through ahead of the Big Mac, although the Big Mac isn't going to let him have that too easily. Oh, and they've both gone very high and wide, but kept it going. So let's just go back up to the leader, Hodgie, he wishes. Brian, out there all on his own. Here's Hodgie in 2nd. A couple of car lengths back to Declan. We've had 10 minutes of this 2nd race. So the top 3 looking very comfortable. We've got Slowpoke in 4th, Kian now caught back up to the back of him. Both on the medium tyres, so this should be a good fight. Kian only joined the Ultimate Racing League at the end of last season. But, oh, and that's Hodgie. Hodgie's gone off. Now, I'm sure he'll appreciate me showing this again, but we're going to have a look anyway. Currently in 2nd as we head towards Paddock Hill. This is turn 1, which catches a lot of people out, and he's just ran it too wide. Got himself on the gravel, and that's dropped him back to 5th. So from 2nd to 5th for Hodgie. So unlucky. He's not the first though to come off at turn 1, and I'm sure he won't be the last. But I'm sure there's a few choice words being said in the driver's seat of that car, as he's now coming under pressure from Stealth, and he's gone wide again. All of a sudden, Hodges took his eye off the ball and gone from 2nd now down to 6th. So he's got to get his foot down again now to do another recovery, although he's got his arch enemy for this week anyway, the Big Mac, right up his chuff. And I bet the Big Mac can't believe what he's watching as he sees Hodgie get a penalty as well. So this 2nd race is really turning out to be a nightmare for Hodgie. He's going to have to serve that penalty on the next lap, so the Big Mac's just going to stick with him, I'm sure. So let's just go back up to the race leader just very briefly. We know exactly what he's doing and who it is. Out in front, having just a bit of a test drive, I think. Made it look so easy. You can, looking back there, look, nobody near him. So Declan finds himself in second, Slowpoke in third, although he's got Kian breathing all over the back of him. So some defending to be done here from Slowpoke. If we go on board with Slowpoke and look in the rear view mirror, that's what we're going to see. Oh, it's Kian. Bit of a bump there from Kian. No harm done though. Just a little bit of late braking, I think. Kian drifting it round these corners. He is actually very good at that. So this is the battle for them for that third podium spot. After Hodgie went off, Stealth just sitting there in fifth, waiting for something to happen between these two. It looks like only a matter of time before Kian gets by. He's absolutely desperate to get that third podium spot, isn't he? We're just going to stick with this for a few corners. And that's the move there. Kian's gone for it. It was down the hill and got himself in front. So let's just go back and watch that again. So we'll go on board with Kian. So as we go through Druids and we head on down the hill, there he just well, we'll say it was a good move, and he's got himself in front. So well done to Kian for that. Up into third, Slowpoke into fourth, Stealth is fifth, with about 45 seconds of this race to go, so this could well be the last lap. And this really is where the fighting's going on. Stealth has a look at the inside of Slowpoke as well. Slowpoke manager, oh, and I think Kian went wide. Let me just have a look. So we're going through Pilgrims, Hawthorns, up through Dingledale, and it looks like Kian, he just got himself a bit out of sorts there. That's allowed Slowpoke through. Kian dropped down to fourth. Stealth is having a bit of a sniff around Kian as well. We're just going to stick with these. I'm going to have to come back to the race leader in a minute because I want to see what happens here. Stealth is pushing Kian all the way. Kian on the grass. This is definitely going to be the last lap for these guys. So it'll be Declan who crosses the line first and second. Slowpoke gets third, Kian fourth, Stealth fifth. What a great finish. The Big Mac 6, Hodgie 7th, Firepower 8th. Shaggy's come home in 9th. Graham is going to come home in 10th. It looks like we've lost the Kebab Mans. So he's obviously had some internet issues and everything's crashed on him and he's had to retire from the race. So Brian now out on his own, a bit of a victory lap. Can just take his time, mind you. It doesn't even matter if he crashes, does it? You could spin round and reverse across the line, Brian. You've still won. And well done to him. Thoroughly deserved victory. And there we go. Winner of race 2 and 1, Brian Monconi, eventually crossing the line. I think he's really enjoying that one. So that was race 2. Race 3 will be coming up very shortly. Join me for that.